going to learn about adjusting our sprinkler heads to get the most out of watering our lawn with an irrigation system, to make sure that we're hitting all parts of the lawn and not getting too much onto the sidewalk or the streets. I'm here with John Fech, Extension Educator, to help us dive a little bit deeper.
You know, it is important to be even and uniform, and really just involves some observations and then a few simple adjustments. It could be as simple as a turn of a screw, or maybe something a little bit more involved.
When it comes to making adjustments to our irrigation system, it's important to do these tests to make sure that you know whether or not you're watering your lawn, your neighbor's lawn for free, or the street. If you've got your system coming on at 3 or 4 in the morning, you'll never see it. So we need to get out in the middle of the day and check on what's happening. I have here 3 different kinds of irrigation heads that you might have in your yard. This one is a rotary, it just sprays out water. This one is an impact head, and that's what we normally think of when we set a sprinkler out on our lawn with a hose. And this one is a fan sprayer that just sprays in one direction the whole time that the system is running. We're going to take a little bit closer look at each one of these to see what kind of adjustments can be made. Let's start with the rotary head. This one's pretty easy. You look where it's spraying left and right, and if you need to make some adjustments, they're really pretty simple. When it's up spraying, look where it hits on the left, where it hits on the right. If it's not hitting on the left, you can take some pliers that are big enough to fit around it, and you can actually twist a little bit to make sure that it starts at the right spot, making sure that it's not on the sidewalk, making sure that it's not missing that edge of the grass that really gets missed a lot of the time. I recommend putting a little cloth around the sprinkler so that you don't get any scratches or accidentally crack it when you're working with that. Another really good tool to have is a really teeny tiny screwdriver or a special irrigation screwdriver, and that you can adjust how far right it goes when it's running. You can also adjust how far it goes out or close to the head. Here we've got the fan sprayer that just sprays in one direction, but you can adjust how wide or how narrow that fan spray is. Again, making sure that it's not hitting anything that you don't want to hit and making sure you get full coverage. There's a little screw on the top, and again with your teeny tiny screwdriver, you can turn it clockwise or counterclockwise to adjust the width of that fan. And finally we have the impact head, which is the most common that you would see on a lawn sprinkler hooked up to a hose. It works just the same. You have the little piece back here called a tang that you can lift up or down to adjust how far around it goes. When it's up, it's just going to go in a full circle. If you've got something on the edge of a lawn, you probably don't want that. So what you do is you put it down and you move the pieces around to change where it's going to stop and turn back. In our previous video, John talked about how to do an audit of our irrigation system to make sure that all parts of our lawn are getting watered and we're not having any overlap onto sidewalks or streets. It's important to adjust our sprinkler heads to make sure that, like he was talking about, the overlapping zones, if you're noticing that your cans or your collection cups aren't getting enough water, you can make sure that the heads are aiming where they need to be to make sure all parts of the lawn are getting watered.